Welcome to ACO Chess. I've got some instructive positions with regards to pawn promotion, which I thought I should share with you today. You can either watch them for entertainment, or if you want, you can learn from it. So the first position we're looking at is this one. It's white to play, and white can win this position. So if you want to try it, pause the video for a few seconds and see if you can figure it out. Okay, if you have tried, let's get to it. So here you want to promote, of course. If you take the pawn, simply you just be able to reach the pawn and take it back. So you want something a bit more decisive than that, and the right move is b6. Now the point of this move is that if he takes, now suddenly you can promote and he can't reach your pawn. And if he takes the other way after b6, let's say takes like this, now you also promote, and again he can't reach your pawn. So this is the idea. Next example. Okay, so in this position, again white to play. Now you of course want to promote the pawns, and you don't have time to get your king involved because of course black has got the opposition here. So now what you need to do is to create a path for your pawns to promote, and the path you created by playing this move, c6. And once he takes, now you go and you promote, and he can't catch you. Next example. Okay, good. So we've got white to play again here. And you need to pause the video if you want to try it out and see if you can figure it out here. I think now you've got an idea of how this goes. Again, you're trying to promote pawns in the endgame, and what you want to do is to create a path for them to go through. And here the right move is bishop takes pawn. If he ignores, you're going to take again this pawn and easily promote, come back and push the pawn, because he doesn't have time to bring his bishop into the game. So if he takes, now he creates a path, and again you are going to promote. A much more difficult scenario, let's say what can we, he really doesn't have a chance. He really doesn't have a chance. If he plays here, you can just take, he takes, you go here, and again you're going to promote, and there's nothing you can do. Next position. Okay, now we've got another scenario here where your pawn promoting is the whole goal. So pause the video for a moment and see if you can figure this one out. And for those who are just for the interest and entertainment, here we go. So it's rook check, attacking the king and the bishop, and when the king moves, you take the bishop, creating a path now for the pawn to promote. Next position. Okay, again an interesting position. Pause the video if you want to try it out, but if you're here just for the fun, it's all right. So here you want to distract this bishop, because if you push the pawn, you simply take it. So your distraction move is this check. He has to take, and once he takes, your pawn promotes. Next position. Again, your pawn promoting is your only chance of winning this position, and if you try to protect it, he's going to be able to bring the king to attack, and the game will be drawn. And here a very clever idea exists. If you want to try it out, pause the video and try it here. And for those that are here just for the fun, the right move here is rook to h4. So now he can't take the pawn because he's pinned, and when he does take the rook, now you promote. Now these endings are always winning for for the guy with the queen. Eventually you can always get this rook, but that's an exercise for another day. So you've got that one. Next position. Okay, again you've got these pure pawn endings. Again you want to create a path, and by now I think you've got an idea of how to do this. So it's white to play. Pause the video if you want to try it out, but if you're here for the fun, let's go ahead. So here you create a path by giving him this pawn. Once he takes, now you can go cruise. If he tries the same, you can always stop him, but he cannot stop you. So this is clearly winning. Another pure pawn ending. If you want to try it out, pause the video, and if you're here for the fun, let's go. So here the point is you can again create a path by just playing c6. The point is if he takes, you take this pawn, and your pawn is promoting. He doesn't have enough time to stop your pawn. And when you play here, if he takes here, you take there, and again you promote, and he doesn't have enough time. Okay, another pure pawn ending. Again, I think you've now got the real hang of how this works. So now you want to promote the pawns, but they need a path, and to create that path you give him this pawn. So if he takes, you take. If he takes, now your pawn has got a clear path to promotion. That's the idea. Here, when you play here, you can't really ignore, let's say for instance, by playing this, because you just simply take, and you can't play something like this because you simply promote. Again, you're winning. And then last, it's a position you must know as a chess player, because it occurs quite often in these kind of endings. So here it's a rook and pawn ending, and if you want to give it a try, pause the video for a moment and give it your best shot. Once you've done that, let's see what the solution is. And here white can simply win by checking the king, which buys him time to promote. And as I said earlier, this kind of ending is always winning for the guy who's got the queen, and maybe one day we'll make a video on that. But there you go, 10 beautiful exercises on how to promote pawns. If you like, share, subscribe. Welcome to Asia.